Today, I'm going to share a secret about fulfilling your divine purpose. Even if you don't know what is that purpose, I will share with you something that leads you in the direction of discovering and fulfilling your purpose. Because this is something I've seen many people struggle with. I've been asked this question many times because I keep talking about fulfillment a lot. And people keep asking me, how do I fulfill my purpose if I don't even know what it is? And then the people who do know what is their purpose often struggle with worthiness. Am I worthy enough to fulfill this purpose? How will people want to receive from me even if I want to give to them whatever my purpose is? Let's say my purpose is helping people, coaching people feel good about themselves or whatever. Am I worthy enough? Am I good enough? Will people like me? Will people see me? Do people want to listen to me? So I just want to really dive into these two topics of worthiness and fulfillment. And just to lay the ground here, when we are in our human ego, we have all of these questions about worthiness. And there are some people who have the view that we are worthy by default. Just by being born, we are worthy of life. And it's true. You were born, you are worthy of life. You have been given the gift of life. Of course, you're worthy of life. And at the same time, there are so many constructs and narratives that are laid over this about, am I worthy of attention? Am I worthy of this person's attention? Am I worthy of this amount of money? Am I worthy of this job, this group of friends, this whatever? This we have all of these layers and levels of worthiness. And when we are in these narratives, we start questioning about our worthiness about everything. When we doubt our worthiness in one thing, it usually tends to spread like a poison and corrupt our worthiness, even in the things that we otherwise may think ourselves worthy of. Usually, this lack of self worth or this doubt in our self worth spreads like a poison and tends to affect everything. And that's why many times you may be feeling very solid in your life until something new shows up or a new level shows up. And then you doubt yourself at that new level, and suddenly your whole life starts crumbling around that. Everything starts feeling shaky. It's like, if I'm not worthy of this new level, am I even worthy of what I have? Am I worthy of this thing? Am I worthy of my relationship? All of these things start getting questioned. And for me, the deep shift that has come from the topic of worthiness has been in the identity. Do I identify with the human story, the construct, the ego about who I've been told I am, who I believe I am, or am I identified with the soul? And for me, it is not just a belief, it's a truth, it's a knowing. I have seen it, I have experienced it firsthand that I am a soul having a human experience. I'm not a human with a soul, I'm a soul having a human experience. I'm a soul with a human ego. I'm a soul with a human body. I am a soul who has all of these things as layers over me. But underneath it all, I am a soul. And when I see myself as a soul, what is a soul? A soul is a piece of the divine. It's literally a, a piece of energy, a ball of energy, a sphere of energy, whatever way you want to see it, call it, a fragment of energy that has individuated from the divine to have its own individual unique experience. And how can anything that is divine in nature, divine in origin, not be worthy? It is worthy by default. The soul never questions its worthiness. The soul is just worthy. It knows it. It doesn't even need to think it. It's like We have so many things that are default, right? Like the ground beneath us, it's by default. We do not have to think for a second, will the ground beneath us disappear? We do not operate in life constantly checking at the next step, will the ground still be there or will it disappear? You know it will be there. You can take it for granted that it's there. So you can walk through life with confidence on the ground because the ground will always be there. That it's just there as a fact. It's a truth. You know it. And that's the same thing with worthiness. People, when they're in their ego, they're questioning their worthiness at every step, at every level, in every different area of their life. Am I worthy of this? Am I worthy of that? But if your worth is by default and you just move through life as being worthy by default, you don't have to question it. You just know that if this experience is coming into my life, if this person is coming into my life, if this situation, this new level, this new amount of money, whatever it is, if this is coming into my life, it is because I'm worthy. I am worthy by default. I do not need to question my worth. I do not need to question, do I deserve this new thing that's coming into my life? Do I deserve all of these blessings and all of these amazing gifts that I keep receiving? No, I am worthy. Of course, I receive them. The whole focus shifts from, am I worthy of receiving and all of this doubt, into, how do I turn this around? How do I use this? What is the purpose of this and how can I give back? I love it. I receive it. I experience it fully. I feel this joy. Wow, I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful for everything I've received. And now, with this new gift that I've received, with this new wealth that I've received, with this new partner, this new love that I have received, how can I share it with the world? And in this comes the purpose, the fulfillment. And there is one secret that I want to share with you today. As I said, if you do not know what is your individual unique purpose, there is one purpose that we can all, as humans, align to always, is creating heaven on earth, building heaven on earth, making people's experience heavenly, helping people to experience heaven on earth. If that is not a worthy purpose, I don't know what is. If you can make another person's life more heavenly, more pleasurable, more blissful, more peaceful, more joyful, more loveful, what is more fulfilling than that? And if that's not the case, that that for me that's just being human. Like any human will find fulfillment in that. And then you will find your refinements. As you're helping people experience heaven on earth, you will notice that when you help them experience heaven on earth in a specific domain, it feels way more pleasurable. It feels way more fulfilling. So maybe you start by helping people to feel more bliss, more peace in their lives. And then you help someone to find a home. And that just felt a whole different level of fulfillment and pleasure for you as much as for them. Or decorating their home, or helping someone to find a job. Suddenly you realize that your purpose is being a recruiter. Your purpose is being an interior designer. Your purpose is being an architect. Your purpose is being a real estate agent. Your purpose is being a web developer, whatever it is. But we see all of these roles as though that they are just 3D and they're just material. But actually, they could be fulfilling a deep divine purpose if that is what you are meant to be doing and that is what gives you fulfillment. We all have our roles. Like, there is definitely a need for real estate agents if it is done in divine alignment. If you're helping people find their home, that will become their home for the next 30, 40 years, where they will build their families and they will have their sacred experiences with their families. How is that not a divine purpose? Or your role is to build a website, and that website will help someone's work reach across the world to those who are meant to be fulfilled by that work, by that website, by whatever is being offered through that website. You facilitated that. How is that not a divine purpose? There is something that you do which just makes you feel an ecstatic joy when you see that the other person, their need, their desire has been fulfilled. And that just fulfills you so deeply. Like when you see that this person, you did something, whether it was building a website, whether it was building a car, selling a car, building a pot, building whatever, and you sold it and this other person received it and they just experienced the greatest joy. And it just felt so fulfilled because that was their desire. And you feel fulfilled when someone else experiences fulfillment. And suddenly you find that is my purpose. This is the secret to finding a purpose. First, just start by helping people experience heaven on earth in whatever way you feel called to. Something inside you will guide you. It's like, okay, if you just ask, how can I make someone today experience heaven on earth? You will get some guidance. How can I help someone experience a deeper fulfillment, a deeper pleasure, a deeper joy? And you can also use this as your past. Like just reflect on your past. Have there been moments when I did something for someone and they just lit up? They just felt so fulfilled. They just felt so blissful, peaceful, whatever, like joyful. Maybe you're a relationship matchmaker. You just connect people and they fall in love and they have the best relationship. That can be a role. There are people who are matchmakers, and that is playing Cupid is a divine purpose. You are the angel of love. There are the angels of love. There are the angels of beauty. There are the angels of the internet. There are all kinds of angels doing all kinds of divine roles. So find yours by reflecting on when you have done something that makes someone just experience deep fulfillment, deep pleasure, deep joy, experience heaven in some way. And if you really cannot remember a time in the past when that's been the case, start, experiment, play, go out there, help someone experience heaven by listening to your intuition. Ask the question, how can I help someone experience heaven? Listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, fulfill that, see if that gives you the deepest pleasure. If it does, go deeper into that. If that gives you some amount of pleasure, great. Now you have a data point. Ask for guidance again. Do another thing. You'll get to compare. How did this one feel compared to that one? And for some people, there may be many answers. You get fulfillment by helping people in many different areas because you have many different gifts. Again, and that is your fulfillment. I do not want to help people just in one thing. I want to help them in a variety of ways, different types of people in different ways, same types of people in multiple ways. You get to do it in all ways, any way, whatever is true to you, whatever is the most aligned for you. But go out there, start playing, and start feeling, start listening to your intuition, and start helping the world become more heavenly. Start helping people feel that this is where heaven is meant to be. This planet is not just created for suffering and misery. We are meant to experience heavenly joy, heavenly bliss, heavenly pleasure, heavenly peace, heavenly love right here. So start spreading this and see how quickly you start experiencing fulfillment. And remember that your worthiness is by default. So that's where I'm going to close today. Thank you so much for once again for your comments, for your shares, for your messages, your likes. It all helps to reach more people. And that's it for today. I will see you tomorrow for day 20 of my 64-day journey.